no denying that those that have driven or owned BMWs have really loved their experiences. 9 times out of 10, they want to stay with the BMW. But you may be graduating from an E46 or an E93 series, and you want to get into a new BMW. Well, this is where you start, with the 1 Series, and moreover, the 118i. This is your first port of call in new BMW ownership. It's received a mid-cycle facelift, and I tell you what, the new one looks miles better than the pre-facelift. It's not only the appearances that have changed, it's the motor as well. The 118 is no longer powered by a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder turbo motor. It now has a 3-cylinder 1.5 litre twin-powered turbo motor. It makes 100 kilowatts, 220 newton meters of torque, and mated to the 8-speed automatic gearbox is only going to consume 5.8 litres per 100 kilometers. That's pretty nippy too. It'll do the 0 to 100 sprint in a mere 8.7 seconds. It really is a lovely motor. Just because they've scaled down on the size doesn't mean that it's any less BMW. The interior is also fit for a king. It is beautifully trimmed. While this one is spec'd with an optional leather interior, the cloth seats are just as good. As standard, you're going to get this silver trimming on the dash, but the rest of it is very, very good. The fit and finish is lovely. It is typical BMW. The iDrive console doesn't come with navigation. That is an optional extra, but it's got all your standard features that you come to expect from a BMW model. Impresses me is that even though this is your entry into the BMW range and it is the cheapest BMW on offer, it's lost none of that BMW feel. It still feels like a BMW. So if you are coming from that E46 or E90, you will really appreciate the drive in the 1 Series. It is typical BMW. In fact, it probably feels so traditional, you'll wonder why you didn't get one sooner. The BMW 1 Series has lost none of its appeal. In fact, it's a little closer to the more expensive models. The 1 Series 118i in an automatic is going to set you back just a little over 360,000 Rand. Translate that into monthly repayments with a 10% deposit, current interest rate over 54 months with no balloon and no residual, and you're going to spend about 7,500 Rand a month. Don't forget that you need to add your insurance to that though. It does come with a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer motor plan, so that'll give you additional peace of mind. It's a brilliant way to get into a brand new BMW.